Hey, what's up YouTube? So I'm gonna do a quick review of my 2000 BMW Z3. I've had this car for a while. I've never actually done a full review on it. So I'm gonna do a quick review on it, drive it around. I'm gonna drive down to Fort Lauderdale Beach, just give you an idea of my thoughts on the car. I've had it for a while and I absolutely love it actually. So just let me show you a few of the things that I've done on the car. So I got the car, it was in pretty bad shape, okay? So I put a nice Nardo gray paint job on it. If you notice, it was original BMW gray, so I did the Nardo gray. I changed the top, I put like a new top on it. I put these wheels on it. These are 18 9.5s in the back and 18 8.5 in the front. And I've dropped it 1.5 inches in the front and 1 inch in the back. Okay. I've also put that little front lip on it. See that little rubber lip? I put the lip on it. New kidney grills. So those are all of the exterior mods that I've done to the car so far. You know, those are the mods. No upgrade to the engine. This car has like a naturally aspirated straight 6 motor in it, so it's pretty fast. So that's it for the mods. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a drive and tell you what I think about the car. Alright, so I'm gonna go for a nice drive. Look at this old Chevy here. These guys down in Florida love these old Chevys with those big wheels. Anyway, the Z3, I'm gonna just go for a nice drive, give you my opinion on the car. It's a very fast car actually. Again, it's not as fast as the M series. It's not an M. It's not like a super fast race car, but it is a fairly quick car because again the car is very light, and you know, with a naturally aspirated straight 6 motor in it, it actually does go. It is pretty fast. So I'm gonna give you an idea. It revs really well too. Then it's just like nice and clean, you know. Get a nice clean rev almost up to 6 grand. No problem at all. It's quite clean the way it revs, and it feels splendid actually. I love this car. I love driving it. I love everything about the car. For the money, I honestly think there are no better cars out there. There's not a car you can buy that looks as nice as this car and runs as good as this car. I mean, these cars are actually quite cheap right now, especially if you find them the M model. The M models will be expensive, but these, like this is the 2.8. This is a 2000 year 2000 2.8. These cars are really quick. I love the car. It handles really well. You know, with the suspension that I have on it, like I dropped it. See, I have Vaglen springs on it. These are some springs from Germany, and it handles really well. You put this car in a corner at whatever speed you want, and it just goes around nice and smooth. budget, if you're trying to get a nice convertible car that looks really nice and drives really well, I would say the Z3 is the way to go. You cannot beat the Z3. I mean, the Z4s are pretty nice, but I personally prefer the look of the Z3. You know, I prefer the Z3. It's rounder, it's fatter. It just has more of a classic look than the Z4. So and this one, the later years, like this one that I have here, the back is a little bit fatter than, say, the original one. The one that came out first, the backs were a little bit narrower. These are much wider in the back, and you know, the wheel well is really wide, so you can put really fat tires on the back, and it just sits, it rides great. I love it. Can I say that one more time? I actually really love that car, this car. I have the BMW E92 also, and so I guess you notice that I'm a BMW guy. I love BMWs. The E92 is a newer car, so it, you know, it feels different. This car is straight mechanical. It's like back to the old days, old school. You know, you feel the car, you feel connected to the car. This is all mechanical. There's no, it's not a computerized feel like you would get in the E92. Yeah, so this car brings you back to when they were actually making proper roadsters, you know what I mean? Yeah, this thing moves. And I'm gonna be featuring both cars. For right now, I'm doing this car. I'm gonna do another video on the E92 sometime soon. Look out for that video. But you know, I need people to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel, so you know, just keep a lookout. You know, it's going to be featuring the Z3 and the E92. Both have similar mods on them. You know, dropped wheels, you know, things like that. Then no mods to the engine, at least not yet. You know, my friends are trying to get me to do things to make them faster. You know, I'm inclined to not be thinking about that right now. I don't see it where it's necessary for these cars to go any faster. I don't, you know, I'm not like a racer. I like cars, I love cars, I'm a car guy. But I like cars that's designed and built by the factory to go fast. I have a lot of friends that do all kind of mechanical mods to their cars, and their cars get extremely unreliable. You know, they say they get it done by professionals, you know, at reputable shops and whatever, but you know, the cars are still quite unreliable, comparatively speaking. My cars are in excellent running condition. I have no issues with them at all, and that's primarily because I keep them stock as it relates to, you know, motor and stuff like that. The drivetrain is usually stock because, you know, like I say, I buy cars that is relatively fast, and I just keep them stock like that. I will do all kind of mods to the exterior, cosmetic mods to make the car look a certain way, but not much as it relates to how it runs, because I already look for cars that's fast from the beginning. So, you know, that's it for me. I like cars that are reliable. I don't want my car breaking down. And I've been watching a lot of guys on YouTube, and they're doing all these mods, and their car, you know, goes lightning fast, but they're extremely unreliable. You know, so yeah, I'm not trying to do that. I want to be able to enjoy my car and not, you know, have to have it stuck in the shop all the time. I feel like that's a waste of time. That is a Z4 right there. officially closed. No one is allowed on actual sand. You will see some people walking around. Right now you see there's really not that much cars on the road, because you know this is the beach. Usually it's like packed with cars, but yeah, there's not much going on. It's pretty slow right now. Okay, so I'm gonna exit the beach right down here. Like I say, I could drive this car all day. It's just a beauty to drive. I just love driving this car. Everything about it. It's the way it looks, the way it feels, the way it drives. Everything about it is just one of my favorite cars.